Hi everyone, this is Byron Davis from Vibrasure. We're an engineering consultancy that focuses on vibration and noise control design, especially in high-tech settings. By that I mean laboratories or semiconductor processing, even healthcare. Basically any location where vibration or sound could become more than just an annoyance. It's actually a contaminant to the processes going on inside of the building. In this video I'm going to talk about rotating machinery that we find inside of those buildings and what I'm looking for in good vibration isolation. So we'll start with this compressor. This is in a laboratory building, and I walk up to it and you can see that I can very easily set the entire machine in motion, tank and all. That means that this machine is very well isolated. It's floating really freely on the springs, and the springs are able to work at their full efficiency. Same thing for this pump here. And once again, I can walk up to it. The inertia base, the pump, the motor, everything is really able to move around. And like I said, this is how I can tell. This is a very informal but very effective way to tell that the springs are actually working. Here's an exhaust fan. This is also in a laboratory building. In this case, the contractor decided to use housed springs, and you'll see here why we usually don't like housed springs. Even though I can squish that spring down, it doesn't really ring, it doesn't bounce after the fact. And what that means is that the spring element is fouling against the inside of that housing. Now we'll go back to the first clip that I showed at the beginning of this video, and I think you can see where the discussion is going. You can tell that there's really nothing I can do to get this system moving. There's 4 springs there. You can see them. They're at the 4 corners, but they're collapsed, and that's probably why this thing is not working very well. In essence, from a mechanical perspective, this pump is not sitting on springs. This pump is really sitting on the floor, and that means that most of its vibrations are free to travel into the building, and that's what we were trying to prevent from the very beginning. So contrast that again to this pump that I showed before that floats so nicely. This is what I'm really looking for in a good isolation design. So if you need some help with an existing building that's having some problems, or if you have a new construction and you need advice on how to isolate everything, feel free to call us. Our contact info is below. Thanks, goodbye.